Hi, good afternoon. Let me introduce myself. First of all, my name is AARTI BUDHRANI. I graduated from BINUS International University in 2012, and ever since I've begun my career in the academics. I started working at Raffles Institute of Higher Education, Jakarta, and then I proceeded with applying in different other universities and schools, and I had taught two other Raffles. Furthermore, I taught at Raffles College and Raffles Christian School, which is in Tapagani. And currently, I am also teaching at St. Gabriel's Pre-University, which is in Privat. And I'm teaching undergraduate students, and I'm also teaching certain bachelor students. And I'm also teaching at a school is called Buana Pratama Siswa, which is in Privat as well. And working with few different tutoring institutions, and I have my own private tutorings as well. Currently, I will be teaching you about business, which I am most comfortable with. However, I have been teaching economics, sociology, literature, English, and a few other subjects, including economics. So those are the ones I'm pretty comfortable with because I am used to it. So furthermore, I think I'll show you how my teaching skill is going to be like, my teaching method. Maybe it's pretty unique, but I prefer to get more into the real world situations. That's how I connect my teachings into how I connect it with how you would understand it better. So for now, let's just begin, alright? So, today, the topic that I will be discussing is something that we can genuinely relate to the whole world because it applies in everything that you do, which is marketing. Without marketing, without an effective marketing strategy, it is impossible for you to reach your target market. So first of all, don't get me wrong. Marketing and sales are two different things. And a lot of people always presume that marketing and sales are the same. It's not. It's completely different from one another. So to begin with, let's see the differences between marketing and sales. So marketing and sales. First of all, marketing basically is how you promote your product. So it involves promotions. It involves different kind of strategies, how you bring your products to your target market. But you do not sell it because the person who will sell it are the salespeople here. So the idea comes from the marketer, which is why it's called marketers, because they market the product. They are the one coming up with the most creative ideas to advocate to people that the product exists, that the company exists, that the brand exists. And from there, that's how consumers find out of the brand's existence. And then, when they want to purchase the brand, they want to purchase the product, that's when the salespeople do their job. That's when the salespeople will highlight. They will be the one in explaining and convincing consumers why they should buy the product, as well as the promotions. So for example, offer marketing is more of a back office job. It's more like you create marketing proposals, marketing plans, strategies on how you want to differentiate your product with competitors' product. But salespeople are the ones that are being educated by the marketers on what the product knowledge is. So once they are instilled and implanted with these knowledge, they are able to pass through the messages to the consumers. And this is very important. Why? Because consumers are the key. They are the one that holds the power. They are the one that generates income for the company. So if you're not able as salespeople to sell the products with the right knowledge implanted in you, and your product will not sell, that means it's not that you're a failure, but your strategies are incorrect. So in this world, for you to compete, basically, you need to be the brightest. You need to be able to differentiate yourself in the way you put out yourself, in the way you talk, in the way you convince. Because consumers think that they already have enough of everything. Why do I need to buy some more? So you need to create the need. You need to build the need that they don't think they need. So you convince, like for example, let's use a good example of a department stores. So I'm sure all of you know what's a department store. Let's take department stores in Indonesia such as Sogo, such as Cebu. So when you go to Sogo, when you go to Cebu, let's say you're walking around and then you pass through the perfume department. You know that you are used to it. You know they have always been located there. You walk through every time, you feel you're being harassed by them chasing you, forcing you, informing you there's a discount going on, there's a promotion going on, there is this, there is that. These people are not marketers. These people are the sales people there. They work on a commission base. So the more you buy from them, the higher the commission it is for them. But how do they know about the product? Is through the marketers. They are being educated. The knowledge that they have is what they convey to you to bring out the need. But some salespeople are not that great that they think just by passing the information, it would convince you to buy. They are wrong. You need to create the need by being passionate, by understanding what the product is more than just keeping the knowledge in your mind. So let's say we go to Sogo. We are walking with our friends on the way to watch a movie or just roaming around impulsive shopping. Somebody stops you and tells you, you know, we have a promotion, we have a new flavor, can you try it, can you smell it? And so you would be like, no, I'm in a rush, because we refuse a lot. For us, when we still have something, why do we want to waste our money? So we don't want to stop. But if they make it interesting enough, you would ultimately stop. If, let's say, a salesperson would inform you, you know, we have this Britney Spears limited edition, you know, this is, it only comes like, only for this month, or it only comes in like 3 pieces per month or so. That would attract you. Even if he's lying or it's a marketing strategy, you would buy it. Because why? Especially if you're a Britney Spears fan, and you have the social standing position that you want to be different, you would stop. You would stop and you would actually take a look. Oh, okay, show me. And then he convinces you that if you buy one, you have to pay the normal price. But if you buy 2, you get 20% off. If you buy 3, I will give you Britney Spears like small pouch, or I will give you an additional of free goods, free samples, and so. Some consumers are more of this like discount hunting, or more of the free gifts, or are more attracted to that. So with those convincing, it builds more needs, and you would think, why should I buy 2? It's more expensive. I know it's cheaper in a way. But okay, maybe I can keep it for Christmas gift to someone. I can create it for this, or I can keep it for next year, and so. It builds the need. It builds. If they are successful enough in building the need for you to buy more, it means as a salesperson, they are successful. But if they are unable to reach sales target, their commission goes down. So that, in general, is the difference between marketing and sales. Market, you advertise the product. You make people aware of your existence. But sales, you simply sell as much as you can. So that's the difference. Now, moving on, how do we basically know how much to sell, how to market, and all those things? So the key to this is to understand marketing management, because this is the art. So this is basically the art, is for you to understand how to record your sales, how to manage your marketing strategies, who your target markets are and what are the different ways to reach those markets against your competitors. How do you tap an untapped market? How do you cover certain areas, certain industries that have not been covered by other companies? Because if you try to tap markets that are already existing or that have existed a long time back, and there are already like a lot of huge renowned companies taking over the market, it is highly impossible for you to survive until obviously you make such unique products. But as everybody is able to basically get their hands on the best technologies these days, the competition has become more to neck, so it's pretty tight. So if you lower your price even to the tiniest point, even in the discount of like, there's a difference between like 9,000 rupiah and like 9,200 rupiah, people would still go for the 9,000. Like those 200 rupiah matters a lot. So you want to produce your goods and services at its best and the lowest cost of production, so you can charge your consumers the most reasonable price. I hope by now these are pretty clear to start the basic with. Now we shall move on about the different marketing strategies. So in the different marketing strategies, first you need to understand the marketing mix. So marketing mix, as you can see, mix means combination. So it means it's a combination of the different products, prices, places, promotional strategies that a company has for them to be able to know how to satisfy their consumers better, how to satisfy their target market better. So you need the most crucial, the best marketing strategies to reach that. But if you don't know how to analyze your marketing mix, it is highly impossible for you to understand where you currently position yourself and what do you want to. So marketing mix has like different components, but the most important ones are the 4 P's. What are the 4 P's? Product, price, place, and promotion. So product is what the companies sell. Everything that a company sells. So means is their core products. Like let's say Louis Vuitton, or let's say Burberry brand. So Burberry brand, what core products do they have? They have shawl, they have men and women's apparel, they have bags, slippers, and so on. So every company has their own product line. So every different industry, every different company has different core products. Let's say Garuda Indonesia, they sell what? They sell tickets. So their products are like tickets, their products are related to that. Burberry is a premium product that sells shawl, women's apparel, bags, slippers. Coca-Cola is a brand that sells carbonated soft drinks like Coca-Cola, and then like other juices products and water products. Prices is how a company charge their offerings. So prices are very important. Why? You charge above your competitors, your consumer know that there are so many alternatives outside. So they will switch easily. So you need to know how to price your product, which is vital. Example, Apple. Apple is a very premium company. Apple knows the value that they deliver to consumers, and consumers know how expensive Apple products are, yet the quality never fails them. So for Apple to continue to increase its prices every time it comes up with new devices, the demand goes up. Why? Because it already established its brand name in the public to be one of the most prestigious brand with the highest quality of products. So companies like Apple, in order to generate demand, in order to keep their profits high, they are able to produce their products at the higher price. But not all companies can do so. Let's say McDonald's and KFC. People still prefer KFC. People still prefer McDonald's over KFC. Personally, even me. For me, I think when I go to McDonald's, I'm satisfied with all that they offer. Their burgers, their fries, their nuggets, and so on, including their ice creams. For me, KFC is the last option I would go to in comparison to McDonald's, only if I'm craving for a burger and I can't, and it's not available at McDonald's. So, but then it depends. People depends, but most majority prefers McDonald's. However, we still have to see our pocket, right? If we think McDonald's used to sell let's say, a burger for 50,000, that is already considered expensive. But sometimes for you, it's like a quality burger, that's fine. But then you see KFC is reducing their prices of the burger up to 35,000 only. So you would think, you know, the quality, yeah, is good, but then at the end of the day, I'm just craving for a burger. I would go for KFC. Look at the difference in the price. But then if McDonald's reduces their price to 37,000, you will still go back to McDonald's. So it depends on how the brand image is implanted in consumers' mind. If you place yourself as affordable and you price your product higher, it's not going to sell. And then place is how products are distributed or made available. So place is wherever you go to that you can get your hands on the product, or where producers make sure that these are the places where products are available. Like, let's say shopping malls. Let's say you wanna buy Louis Vuitton bags. You know where to get them. You go to the malls. You're not going to go to like shops. You're not going to go to the supermarket. You're not going to go to the department stores. You're going to go to the exclusive stores which are located at the malls. So you know where to get your hands on the products that you want to buy. You need to buy aqua. You know where to get aqua because they use intense distributional strategy. For you, you know where to get it. Okay, I'm thirsty, I need water right away. Let's stop by Indomaret. Let's stop by Alphamart. Let's stop by the gas station. Let's stop by here because you know those are available anywhere. You are craving for ice cream. You go to an ice cream store. You go to the mall. You go to different like department stores. You go to different like stores. You go to Alphamart. You go Indomart. You know you can get it. So it depends. It's how you make the products available for consumers to purchase. And promotion basically is how you advertise so this can be done through offline or online, which in today's generations, online works much better. In today's generation, in today's era, if you use the traditional advertising methods such as television commercials, radio, billboards, flyers, brochures, nobody wants to even like respond to it anymore. You give people flyers at the mall, they're not willing to even take it. And even if you force them to take it, they will take it, throw it away in the next garbage they see. Online is a place where everybody is there at the moment. You put your advertisement on Tokopedia, you put your advertisement on online better, on social media platforms, it works so much better. People are on their phone 24/7. People scroll their Instagram 24/7. They use TikTok, Facebook, everything. They find all kinds of information from the newest to the oldest products, information from online. They don't even ask others anymore, except maybe when buying cars or luxury brands. But in buying the smallest thing, including like let's say you want to go for a healthy diet, okay, you don't know like what do? You Google it. Tips on healthy diet, how to lose weight in 10 days, what to eat to lose fat belly, and so and so. You get every single information on Google. You don't even ask your friends anymore. The Google says you need to drink green juice every day in the morning for you to lose the fat belly. That's it. That's the enough information that you require. From there, you start searching where to get the freshest fruits, and then comes out Happy Fresh. Without thinking twice, you saw the rating is good, you buy it. And then you search for like, oh, I need to get chia seed. What is chia seed? I don't know what is chia seed. I Google it. Once I'm done Googling, I try to search the best chia seed in Jakarta. Comes out. Why? Because of SEO. SEO is a type of marketing where you pay certain companies, you pay the internet companies for them to display your brand or your company much ahead of your competitors. So that when you search something, it comes out on top. Because we will first click what we see in front of us. Only if we're not happy with the review or somebody tells us, no, don't buy from there, then you would scroll and find the best. But we continue to find the best. And for some consumers, they continue to find the cheapest too. So promotion plays a very important role because without it, it is impossible for you to create brand awareness. The higher the awareness, the better it is. Let's say today we compare McDonald's and KFC again. So besides similar in product offerings, okay, what's the difference between McDonald's and KFC in terms of promotion? If you notice, McDonald's has more intense promotions compared to KFC. KFC focuses more, they emphasize more on discounts, rebates, but McDonald's, they use more of celebrity endorsements. Like, example, what recently they did, the BTS meal. This is a great powerful strategy. Why? What did they sell in the BTS menu? The same core product, same literally nuggets that they've been selling, burger that they've been selling. What did they change? Only the packaging. Only using the purple color packaging, the tissue pack, the tissue that they offer, and so, but charges in a higher price. And what happened? It created such a huge commotion. Why? Because they know marketing strategy is what pulls people into the brand. There are a lot of BTS fans in the world, and including in Jakarta. And even if it was pandemic, people were scared to go out. They were not scared to order Gojek or even pay those Gojek drivers 200,000 to wait in line to get the BTS meal. Some even queued much earlier and bought a lot and resold it at Tokopedia and Shopee. Other people were actually willing to spend 150,000 and bought it from Tokopedia when the actual price of the products in usual times were not even 40 or 50,000. But you fall for the tactic. You don't always fall for the product. You fall for the packaging. Let's say perfume companies, they sell almost identical. The same Dior perfumes have been sold for years. Same smell, identical smell. What they change is the packaging. And consumers know, oh, Dior is an amazing product. Oh, the smell is different. Which they know deep inside it's not. But because they fall for the packaging, they think it's intriguing, it's fascinating, they want to buy it. They're willing to pay much higher compared to previously. So those are marketing tactics. It's how you create something so strong, so something that is vibrant, appealing, that people idolize, like celebrities, like it makes people, it lures them to your product, to your company again and again. So there are many different kind of promotional strategies that can be done. So it's not limited to discount, rebates, intense promotion, celebrity endorsement, or using influencers even, which is highly being used today in social media. So many brands, they know that in order to cater to a larger group of people is through influencers. So they give influencers like a basket of their goods and they ask the influencers to help promote for them. In exchange, they give their influencers something else, like either their products or certain discount coupons or whatever is being demanded, or even cash. So these influencers will put up on their Instagram stories or on their reels of how good it is using or consuming these products that they needed to advertise. And other people who idolize these kind of influencers, they fall for it so easily. They think, oh wow, this must be good. If an influencer is using it, I want to use it. It means it's legit. It means it's good. But these are also marketing techniques. I'm not saying that it's they are lying or so, no, but they exaggerate a lot, obviously, because that's what marketing is about. You exaggerate, which is why when you watch TV commercials and you see they say, oh, you should use this shampoo, like all your dandruff will go away in a week. It doesn't make sense. It's not going to go away in a week. Or like a toothpaste ad that says in 3 days your teeth will become as clean, as white as the wall or so. It doesn't make sense. You know already at the back of your head that it's impossible. Obviously, it's going to take more time. It's going to take 2 months, 3 months, or even a year, because it's no magic. But you fall for it. You fall for it because you hope, you believe that possibly, maybe, because it's, let's say, Colgate charcoal, it's much more expensive than the normal Colgate. So this is more expensive, so obviously it will prove its effect. So we fall so much into marketing strategies, which is why producers become more smarter and smarter in trying to lure us into their brand. Hence, competition becomes higher. And so that in general is about the 4 P's of marketing mix. But as recently, it has also been introduced the next 3 P's. So in total, in marketing mix, they have total of 7 P's. In the basic is 4 P's, but now they have introduced the 3 P's, which are equally important, such as people, pride, process, and physical evidence. People means everybody who works, everybody in the company. Why people are important? If you don't hire the right people, you don't have the right staff, you don't have the right personnel, you don't have the right employees, how do you expect your consumers might come back to you? When I say people, I'm not just saying you hire anybody just because you want to pay them cheap. So everybody in the company. So people are important because they are the one that you hire to convey the messages that you want to convey to your consumers. Those messages, those product knowledge are being conveyed by your people, not by you. Let's say you hire a marketer. If these marketer, this social media planner or developer, they're not able to produce better content, good content, how do you think consumer is going to react to your brand? How do you think, or why do you think consumer would want to engage with you at all? Say you have this snack company, and then you barely post on your social media, you barely advertise, you only have like a company profile, but that's about it. So boring. Why would I even think of visiting your social media account? There are plenty on Instagram. Why not? So you would want to make your brand more engaging, more intriguing. You want to create contests, giveaway, use celebrities, make stories, reels, put more and more and more, just creative advertising because you want more followers. More followers means your brand seems to be more legit. That way, other people do not even think twice. They're like, oh wow, this brand is legit. Look at the number of followers. I'll just try from here. Without thinking twice. But imagine I visit your profile and I only see like 30 followers, 300 followers. For me, it doesn't make sense. I'm not going to even think about it. So people are important. Process is how you bring the products to your customer. Okay? So process plays a very important role. Why? If you are slow, if your process is not accurate, you don't deliver as per your promise, customers will not want to go back. First impression is the last impression, especially today. Let's say you say delivery, you give them options, okay? Delivery instant, same day, parcel 1 day ahead or so. But then when you say same day, consumers order at 10 and then they chat you on Tokopedia and they say, when can you send it? I say that, okay, I can send it to you earliest at 10 because that's our operational hour. So I'm giving that information. It's supposed to be accurate. But I wake up late, I laze around, I don't care so much, or I take it for granted. So I give the Gojek guy at 2. I give the Gojek guy at 2, which is obvious. Same day is 6 to 8 hours, approximately. And it reaches the consumer at 10:30 or 11 at night, when it's supposed to reach them at about 6 or even lesser sometimes. Obviously, they would be disappointed because they're not stupid. Even if they think and they ask you, what time did you send, and you claim that I sent it in the morning and so, they could ask the delivery company, when did you receive my package, when this, when that. Consumers are smarter than you think in today's world. They know how easily to track goods, how easily producers think. So even if they want to fall into your marketing techniques, they think through first. They know, oh, this is just a marketing. And then physical evidence is basically evidences that displays the company. So if you don't have physical evidence, how would somebody know that you exist, right? So let's say when you were born as a kid, there was this name tag that was stamped and that was like hanging in front of your like baby cot that displays your name, your birth date, and so and so. So that's how when somebody enters the baby's room and they see that name tag, they know, oh, this is the name of the baby. Same like a company. You might say, do you know, have you heard of this orange brand? It's called blah 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 blah. And then you're like, I did, but I've never seen it. So physical evidence means something that is physical, something that showcases that the brand exists. Could be like your company profile that people can visit and know, oh, this is it. Or it could be like the name tag, or the logo, or like your plastic cups, or anything that is physical. Means it's tangible. It's something you can touch, something you can see, something you can view, something you can smell, or anything that people know this is what correlates to your brand. So tomorrow, I want to tell somebody, I work here in this company. How do I prove myself? I showcase my business card. I show them my profile, like I send them maybe details of me that I've made through some other like websites. So that way, I'm proving physical evidence of what I tell them about me, basically. So without physical evidence, it's very hard to differentiate yourself from another company. One of the physical evidence that people use is the uniform of their staffs. So like, let's say you go to brands like Gucci, when you enter, you see how the staffs are dressed. Same, monotonous, every single day they wear like black dresses, and then they're very, very well prepared. Like the men would wear suit, tie, white shirt, and then they would wear gloves, and then they would be wearing proper shoes, all covered in black. So tomorrow when you are going for lunch in Plaza Inu and you encounter one of these workers, you know, oh, these are the people that are these are the staff that are working in Gucci. It makes you identify them easier and better. So that's what I mean. These 7 P's are highly important for a company to analyze, which is their marketing mix, to know their current position and to know what they want to achieve. Okay, so now let's go through the questions just to clear through your whatever we learned previously, so you get more ideas, you get more clearance. First, how can firms grow their overall sales through selling of existing products or new products? You think that existing products should always be replaced? Maybe not. Sometimes old products are actually better than newer products. Newer products are more often exaggerated versions, or you know, sometimes like ice cream firms, they try to come up with the funniest or the weirdest ice cream flavors that makes you feel like, oh, it's not nice. I'd rather stick to vanilla base or the normal chocolate ice cream. So it depends. So, but firstly, what's important is how can they grow their overall sales? First, by selling of existing product, means the products that they are currently selling, yeah? Current products. So how they can do this first is by making existing customers buy more. How can we do this? How can we convince our customers to buy more? Easy. One of the example is through membership card, loyalty card. Say for example, the body shop. So the body shop has this membership program. They give you this card that every time you buy something, they will add up points to it. And if you return their products as a member, you get even more points. Why do they do this? It's a very smart marketing strategy. They are a corporate social responsibility company, which means they care about the society. Firstly, they do not even test their products against animals. They are not harming anybody in creating beauty products, skin products. And at the same time, to make their consumer even more interested, they tell their consumer that they recycle their products. So, you bring back all the empty bottles, empty boxes, empty containers, I give you more points. So that way, you make your consumer buy more from you, because they know that buying from you means I'm not harming my environment. Second, you find new potentials. How so? New potentials means new consumers. You can find new consumers through newer advertising by targeting your ads. Let's say you are selling ice cream. I mean, yes, there are so many people who enjoy ice cream, but then you notice that people are more into nutrition, diet friendly. There are too many obese people. There's very dietic. So how do I target people? Ice cream is supposed to be sweet. Ice cream is sugar. How can I cater to those markets? You come up with options. How? Less sugar, or sugar-free, or vegan options, or plant-based, or so. When you have those two options, normal sugar, less sugar, sugar-free, you can cater to everybody. Then, how do you sell? How do you grow your sales through new products? So when I say new products, I am not saying specifically you have to create a whole new product, spend so much money, do test marketing and get there. New product means it can be an extension of the old products. Let's say Coke. Okay? Let's say Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola's basic is what? Is the Coca-Cola red can, which people like, the original. But because you want to create something new under Coke, which is already trustable, they create a lot of options. Cherry Coke, okay? Or like they also created Thumbs Up in India. Why? Because people in India, they like Coke, but then they are more into spices, into all those like spicy stuff. So they also like something unique in their drinks. For them, Coca-Cola is basic. So once Coca-Cola actually deliver Thumbs Up in India by doing certain merger, and so they cater more to the Indian market. And one more is to come up with a completely new product that has not existed before. Like for example, in Apple's case, they sell Apple Watch, they sell the basic computer, laptops, the MacBook, and the tab. Then recently, they created the AirTag. So this AirTag is what? AirTag is something that it's like a small round AirTag thing that you can place it anywhere. Let's say you want to keep your keys over there. You want to hang your keys there. Or you want to step it on your laptop or so, whatever. This way, but this is only applicable for iPhone users. So tomorrow when you lose your keys, when you lose your camera, when you lose your laptop, you can track it from your phone. That is a great innovation, and that is a completely new product created by. Second, explain the importance of a brand or branding in entering international market. As you know, entering an international market is different than being in your domestic market. In a domestic market, for you, you know the local, you know the crowd, you know the laws, you know the regulation. But how do you enter an international market? Is through the creation of brand awareness. If your brand awareness, first, to increase brand awareness, you need to make sure that people in the local market, which means your domestic market, already accept and approve. And then you can also start to export and you can do market research. It is very important because if your brand name is not known, if your brand name is not unique, if your brand name does not have an important message to convey, and consumers don't understand what you're trying to convey, it's hard for them to comprehend what you are selling. Let's say Nike. Nike, you know this slogan, the tagline that says, just do it. Back then, people were like, what do you mean by just do it? But then they are selling sports apparel. A lot of people are like lazy to go to the gym. A lot of people don't want to spend so much on the gym clothes and stuff. But then like, as time grew, everything, those slogans make sense to people. Just do it right, you know, don't think much, just do it. You need to like run, you can use our products, this and that. So every message that a company conveys to you needs to make sense for you to be able to grasp it. Third is analyze the importance in switching from using the traditional marketing strategies, which is offline methods, to using the internet, which is completely online. So it is highly important. Why? Because most consumers are online today. You do not even you yourself in the highway, let's say, you would notice the billboard that's basically, you don't go to the highway and then there's a big billboard but a new Pepsodent ad or something and you would like notice, oh wow, I want to see, can you stop the car? No, you ignore, you neglect it. But the moment you're scrolling your social media and a new brand of toothpaste comes up, you will stop. You will scream, you will see, you will save the ad, you will think about it, and you're like, okay, why not buy it? You click on the brand, you're directed to the company's website. You click, you make online payment, done. Takes you a second. And most importantly, the importance is for companies is low cost. Billboard, TV commercials are all expensive. Personal selling, hiring experts, door-to-door selling are so much time. You take a lot of time, you take a lot of energy, you take a lot of training. It's pointless. Switching to online, there are so many people who's like, their mindset has switched. They've learned, they've been trained into becoming social media developer, social media manager, how to find a good content writer, and you only need fewer workers to work with to make sure that your brand gets to your consumers. It is so fast, it is so quick. Let's say today, for me personally, I want to buy anything. I don't even go to the mall or supermarkets anymore because I've become like, I want to stay in my comfort zone. I want to be convenient. I'm busy. I have work. I have this. I have that. But I also want to eat. But I'm craving for this. I open Gojek. I open Tokopedia. I open Shopee. I go to Tokopedia. I see, oh, okay, this is good. I go to Shopee. This is good. But for me, first impression is the last impression. So for me, at this point, I would choose to go for Tokopedia. Why? Because my first experience with Shopee was not good. But my experience with Tokopedia, even though there were times that, you know, it did not go as planned, but I know the way they compensate me throughout, it has already built like favorable mindset in my mind towards them. So that's why it's important to switch from using traditional to online because it's easier to reach your consumer. Okay, so basically to conclude everything that I've explained today, is marketing is very crucial. It's very crucial. It's more crucial today because there is tight competition everywhere in the world. You may be able to sell products that are similar to your competitors, but how you can differentiate yourself is through your creation of marketing strategies because that's what lure consumers. And if you think marketing strategies means you have to give discounts to lure consumers, you're wrong. You are wrong. There are so many consumers, like I said earlier about me using Tokopedia. Even if today Shopee says that Shopee showcases 70% flash sale, I would still choose to go with Tokopedia because I trust them more. because my convenience is there. So discounts, yes, it lures you sometimes, but then it's not always something that would make you want to switch to a brand. Doesn't mean a brand gives you 70% discount means they have not increased their price or they have not reduced their quality. Let's say you want to buy a brownie. When you see a brownie on Tokopedia that a person sells you for 50,000, and then you see something else, some other brownies that sells you with like 100 plus, and you're like, why? So you disregard the packaging, you disregard the ingredients inside it, all you see is the discount. So marketing strategy is basically, it's in your mind how creative you become to differentiating your brand over the others. The more the creativeness, the better it is for the company to be able to sell more and ultimately expand and enter the international market. Thank you.